Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from Metlife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Giants. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, it's Graham Gano to get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the three-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
Brings up 2nd and 4. The 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He finds the hands of Marquise Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, KC.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
The RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Another catch on the drive. This one for 13 yards and another first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Chiefs first down. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down. they put Kelsey in motion. On first down, it's Mahomes. He pulls it in around the 5. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. That one taken in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Kansas City.
A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead.
Chiefs 7. Giants nothing.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Giants, and Greg, it is the latest stop for Russell Wilson. A decade and a Super Bowl in Seattle, 2 years in Denver, last year in Pittsburgh, and now Russell Wilson is the Giants QB.
Let's not forget, Mike, not too long ago, Russell Wilson was not only the face and one of the top superstars of the NFL, he was a bona fide Hall of Fame quarterback. So the talent and the resume, it's still there. He puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen throughout the years. This team's going to be hard to beat.
That is caught downfield. It's Johnson, the tight end. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
That's complete. He doesn't pull away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
And some good luck with the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
7 brings up 3rd and 3.
On the zone read, a give to Tracy. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's good for a Giants first down.
That's good for a Giants first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
pressure, gets there, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Wilson on the designed run. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, Giants.
That's another New York Giants. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
A run here with Tracy on 2nd down. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
From the gun, it's Wilson. This one is pulled in on the feet and bounds. Yes! Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Giants come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Nico Remigio to bring it back. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. He'll get this out to the left flat, and he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. It's made by Smith-Schuster. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And no chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And he'll be marked out at the 45-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down. Mahomes now to throw again. Into the hands of Juju. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Smith-Schuster. Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. As you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
They'll run the draw with Pacheco. Space to run inside the 20. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line. A huge run from Pacheco. 33 yards.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Pacheco trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
They keep it on the ground twice, Mike, and they have no success. So now if you're the play caller, that starts creeping into your head. Do you have confidence in a 3rd attempt, or now do you try to change it up and go play action and put the ball in the air?
They'll run the sneak, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, KC. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense about ready to get going. On their 2nd possession, they'll begin with 1st and 10. Russ. That's made right side. It's Johnson. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Wilson. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Giants football here to begin the second quarter. And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold them to a short game.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming, and there's not going to be a lot of game.
He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's good.
First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
At the 28-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
At the 26. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They go play action now. Wilson. And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
He'll let this go towards the end zone. And flags come out and batted down. It's incomplete, but it looked like early contact. Let's check the call.
Automatic first down.
So that pass interference in the end zone puts the pressure on the defense. It is 1st and goal from the 1. Tracy goes over the top and into the end zone. Touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now, Gano for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drop. They've been able to move the ball with relative ease their first couple of possessions, both ending in touchdowns, but still they find themselves tied as they start with the ball again here on first down. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Kelsey. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15.
The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Taken down at the 41. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Mahomes. Looking middle, and he's got ground. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 12 yards on that hookup, and the Chiefs have a first down. On the ground, here's Pacheco. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That's on the tackle, Jawan Taylor.
Still first down.
One of the tight ends in motion right. Here's a run with Hunt. Not much. 2nd and long coming up.
Carry for Kansas City. Taken down at the 41. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 14.
Throwing is Mahomes. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
He'll get this one complete to Brown. 2nd time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
First down, Kansas City.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Quick throw, going to be caught by Worthy. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will have the Chiefs first down. At least it appears that way. He got it maybe by the length of the football.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up first and goal.
It is brought in the end zone. Juju Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Kansas City.
Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Following the touchdown to send this one away. Olszewski now to return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Giants offense. And their running back set to go once more. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. They'll begin first and 10. The shotgun. Wilson. He'll step up and run this. Give him 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a New York Giant. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That is hard. And he will go all the way. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Gano on to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Giants will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here's Smith to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Play action here. Mahomes, the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Brian Burns getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. He's got room past the 25. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Malik Neighbors heading out with the Giants offense for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he will score. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Giants. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Gano for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Giants go up by 7, 28-21.
Chiefs 21.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Remigio now on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs offense about ready to take over once more. We'll try to establish some tempo. We'll start this one with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. Catch made by Smith-Schuster. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 6. Run up the middle with Pacheco. He'll it forward for maybe a yard. Andrew Phillips in on the tackle.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Metlife Stadium after this. Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Here's Matt Araiza now as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. On the return, Olszewski. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Giants offense and receiver Darius Slayton get to go to work again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Wilson. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Automatic 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. In motion, it's Robinson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquil. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. To the left side, caught by Kelsey. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
First and 10 for Mahomes. To the outside, catch made by Worthy. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Mahomes back. Short throw taken in by Kelsey. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Quick throw out wide. It is complete. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here comes second and 4. Right back to the air for Mahomes. He pulls it in around the 5. To the goal line and in. Travis Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs have come back to level things. It's 28 all. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Olszewski now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. One tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Second down, they need 3. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
He finds his receiver Olszewski. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Neighbors in motion. A carry here for Tracy. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop at 21 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Flush to his right. Now he'll run it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the 1st down.
New York Giants.
Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hanson for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the 3rd quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the 2nd half. Could not ask for more from that 1st half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Tracy now to return it. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this 3rd quarter, and it's 1st and 10. Neighbors in motion. Now it's Tracy looking to run. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
He's brought down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going. They motion the slot man left.
Now Russ. In trouble, and down he goes. Mike Dana gets us for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Returnable for Remigio. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Chiefs offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. There's that man again. Another catch. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 31 yards.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just 2 quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That is caught at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal, now it's from the 6-yard line. Patrick to throw. He's going to run it, and he will get into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, KC. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now Butker to add the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down.
Started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors. And he is out of bounds at the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. When they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
He's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards.
Watch the running back's patience here, Mike. He's slow, and then he hits it. That's the key here. If he goes too fast, their linemen aren't ready yet. Really well executed. Great run.
Wilson makes the read and keeps it himself. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Russell Wilson, touchdown, New York. Well, they were not hiding anything there. The quarterback takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for the touchdown.
And this was a run from the jump, Mike. There was no disguising anything. There was 10 guys blocking and 1 guy running. And in this case, it's the quarterback taking it in for 6.
Gano on to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Giants will tie things up all even at 35. Level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Remigio now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Chiefs offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down. He's got this up to the 35.
Down, Chiefs.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They go play action with Mahomes. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he will go all the way. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Chiefs. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Butker now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Chiefs will go up by 7.
42. Giants 35.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Tracy now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And he's had it going in the 1st half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. They go play action now. Wilson, and he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
A run here with Tracy on 2nd down. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. He's going to have the 1st down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
On the zone read, a give to Tracy. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Wilson. He's got his man, Wandale Robinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
They'll run with Tracy, and he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle.
Brings up second and 9 at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
Here's second and 9. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
On third down, here's Wilson. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Defense. Automatic first down.
Here's first and 10. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Second and 11. Now Wilson. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
In motion, it's Robinson. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down to the backfield on third and short.
It's fourth down.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. They'll try it. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on down.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has 2 options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
The Chiefs offense and Hollywood Brown ready for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Third down and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Makes things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Look up the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Play action. It's Wilson. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. Wilson now, off the bootleg. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
They need one right now. Third and long. Back to throw. Wilson. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard.
They'll try to run. And that's Not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
The Chiefs offense and Hollywood Brown ready for their next possession. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And this tackle there, he pushes forward. That'll give him 4 yards.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 17 yards on that play. First down, KC.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He's got a man. It's Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
And what a clutch throw here on 3rd down to keep this drive alive. Now, in a perfect world, they'd love to go down there and get points, but at a bare minimum, milk the clock, leave the least amount of time possible if you do have to give the ball back to your opponent. And if you're this defense, it feels like the time to get off the field is right now.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
The 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. Second down and 8. Throwing is Mahomes. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. Got a man. It's Kelsey. Complete. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
He's slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
At the 6-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Pacheco. And he got half of what he needed from the 6 to the 3. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. To throw is Mahomes. We're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Butker now to add the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Tracy now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. They go play action. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. That is George Karlaftis. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
Just simply more of the same, and you're just not going to have a lot of success, Mike, when you're constantly starting drives with 2nd and long, 3rd and long. It's just not a good way to play offense in the NFL, and here we go again.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Now Wilson on 1st down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Again, Wilson. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark it just short.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll run the sneak, and he will have a Giants 1st down. They managed to convert. They'll keep the drive alive.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a 1st.
A carry here for Tracy. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
But this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Out of the gun, here's Rush. A ball deep for the end zone. Had it, Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Giants. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The kick is good. Makes the score Giants 42.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Non-stop. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
And that that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
And we got a big third down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Hey, he did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 41, here's second down and 2. Once again, it's Pacheco. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now, after the play, it looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So they come to the line for first down and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. The defense uses its second timeout here. And don't forget, clock to the stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one has plenty of legs, and it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. Olszewski now to return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Malik Neighbors heading out with the Giants offense for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they've just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson. He'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here comes 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. 11 yards on the connection there. 1st down, Giants.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
Now, on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors.
So often, sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. Their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
From the gun, on 3rd down, Wilson. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to have the Giants 1st down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
This is 1st and 10. Now Wilson. There's that man again. Another catch. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Makes the score, Chiefs 52, Giants 49.
had scored too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. To a knee goes Mahomes, and that should wrap it up. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from New Jersey.